Are we going to keep staring at each other, or are you going to invite me in?
Oh yes, forgive me. Do come in.
Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Blake. Sophia Blake. Mr. McPherson, I have an offer to make. Interesting for you, vital for me.
You mentioned an interesting offer. What exactly was it?
Mr. McPherson, you've been in Paris for some time and I need your help. Only you can investigate this case. I'm ready to pay anything.
Could you give me any more details about the case? At the moment, it all seems rather nebulous.
You probably haven't heard about the Orphée case, Mr. McPherson. The newspapers have kept it quiet. A couple of American tourists were brutally murdered. They were my sister and her husband. I want to know the circumstances surrounding their death.
I don't get it. I've never worked for you before, not here nor in New York, yet you come to me and ask me to find your sister's murderer. Why me, Miss Blake?
Your reputation, Mr. McPherson. I find your nickname spooky to be charming. I have friends who know people at the Pinkerton Agency in New York. The suspicion surrounding you is totally unfounded, naturally. You are the man I need for this investigation. Discreet, capable of seeing beyond appearances.
How did they die? Are you sure they were murdered? It may just have been a terrible accident.
The Whites were found decapitated in their hotel room, Mr. McPherson.
Your sister and her husband, they were both American. What exactly were they doing in Paris?
I was supposed to meet them in Paris. You know, Mr. McPherson, visiting Europe was my sister Ruby's childhood dream. With Mr. White, her wish came true. They were so very much in love.
Are the police handling the case? If they are, it may well complicate things. Do you know the name of the inspector in charge of the investigation?
The detective in charge of the investigation is named Lebrun. You know, the police are the same in every country, Mr. McPherson. Whether you're in New York or in Paris, you mustn't be in a hurry. Lebrun is no exception.
These murders were committed in Paris. Do you know whereabouts in Paris?
A hotel in a chic part of Paris in the 8th district. The Hôtel Orphée. They arrived there about a week ago. They were found dead in their hotel bedroom.
To be honest, I'm not sure I should take the case. Firstly, because where there's a murder, there's a murderer. Inspector Lebrun is in a better position to arrest murderers than I am.
Mr. McPherson, I have no faith in the police. The 8th District Police Station, Lebrun especially, is trying to hush up the affair. All they care about is keeping their reputation as a chic area.
I don't want to seem overly interested, but why don't we settle my fees before we go any further?
This case may take you several days. I'll give you 500 straight away and 500 per day of successful investigation.
Your offer is very reasonable. I accept.
I owe you a lot, Mr. McPherson. Much more than the money I'm paying you.
You'd like me to begin right away. I think I have all the information I need to begin. You're sure you haven't forgotten anything?
The police didn't find any items of value in the room. Yet my sister and her husband traveled very comfortably, in luxury and with old family heirlooms. It was a passion they both shared.
It is risky traveling with large sums of money. Would be a shame if they'd been killed for that reason. How valuable were these family heirlooms?
An old relic of no value. My sister was very fond of it. Of no value whatsoever.
I hope to have results quickly. I'll be in touch with you when I've made some progress in my investigation. Goodbye, Miss Blake.
I ask only one thing of you. Be discreet. The police must not suspect you are involved. If you'd like to meet me...
Gee, these suitcases are heavy.
And do not forget, young man, the elevator is still out of order.
Oh, brother.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Hotel Orphée. My name is Isidore Petit. What can I do for you?
Are you the manager? My name's McPherson. I'm from the International Office of WAI, Worldwide American Insurance. I'm investigating events that took place in your hotel several days ago. The murders.
The insurance company. Perfect. The Whites left, shall we say, a rather substantial bill that really needs to be settled. You are here about the bill.
The bill? Yes, that's right. I've come to settle their hotel bill.
This bill is rather high. You are responsible for settling it. The total sum is exactly 2,500 francs.
I know there's been a murder, but I don't know any details. How did it happen?
That evening, somebody did not do their job properly. But what can I do? I cannot be everywhere at once. I shall be doubly careful from now on.
Were the Whites always alone in their room?
The Whites received no visitors during their stay here. They were adamant that they should not be disturbed, which is why I refused to give their number to a man who asked to see them the night before their murder.
This man is suspicious. Have you told the police about him?
Like every good citizen. Except that my memory is not what it was. I fear my description will be of no help in tracking this person.
With the description you've given me, I'll be able to draw him myself. I'm something of a painter, too.
You are looking for a description with which you are going to produce a sketch, is that it? Well, I cannot wait to see this. The man was French, Parisian, in fact. No spectacles, no. Small, dark, rather wide eyes beneath large, thick eyebrows. Wide mouth, thin lips, a boxer's nose, solid build, a strapping lad, typical working-class type. If you want any more information, contact the police directly. I'm afraid that I can do no more for you.
What can I get you, sir?
My name is McPherson. I'm a private detective.
You really are a private eye, just like in the movies. You've even got the hat, and you're American too. Oh, Private Dick.
Yeah, a real detective. Investigating a real murder. The one at the Orphée.
Golly, I wish I was a detective. So you're investigating the Hotel Orphée murder?
If you agree to help me, you kind of become my assistant.
Really? Of course I agree. An adventure. Finally.
Tell me about the evening. What was the atmosphere like?
Yes, it really was a most unusual evening.
Did you have any unusual customers that evening?
You must be joking, my friend. Strange customers are all in a day's work for a waiter. That evening was no exception. Like the man who spent the evening alone at a table over there, besides the window. He left empty-handed. Been stood up, I imagine.
What do you mean?
A series of strange coincidences. The telephone was no longer working. The lift breaking down at the Orphée. That still has not been repaired, incidentally. And to top it all, a violent storm breaking out just as the door closed behind the last customer. First thing the next day, I found out a double murder took place, right here, almost right above my head.
Does the elevator often break down at the Orphée?
You'll have to check with reception at the Orphée. I have no idea.
Can you tell me any more?
You know I would like to help you, but I think you had better deal directly with the police. A man named Lebrun is leading the inquiry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sir?
Give me a bottle of red. I'm sure the front desk clerk will not like to see me going upstairs alone. Must find a ruse or persuade him to come up with me.
Are you quite sure, Mr. Beauvais, that you have not seen him?
Yes, I'm sure. Go on, Mrs. Elway, go home. We will take care of this, I promise.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Beauvais. You're so kind. The next time I'm at Cézanne, I'll bring you back a nice bottle of red wine. That's a promise. Goodbye, then.
Goodbye. Ah, a little bottle of red. Come on, next. Can I help you?
My name is Gus McPherson. I'm a private eye, private detective. I wanted to ask you if you'd be willing to answer a few questions and help me in my investigation on the Orphée murders.
A private dick. I see. Well, you'd better show me your license.
A license? Of course I have a license. It's back home right now. I can go and pick it up if you want to see it that much, but we'll waste a whole lot of time.
Where did you get this license? In Paris. Private eyes do not need papers. Everyone knows that.
I thought you wanted to see my private investigator's license from New York. Sorry. It's good to know I don't need a license to work in Paris.
Just checking. Always want to know who I'm dealing with. So, you're an American PI in Paris. And your client? American or Parisian?
For the moment, I can only tell you two things. She's the sister of one of the victims from the Orphée, and she trusts my services more than she does yours.
The sister? Strange. We did not know the victims had family. I cannot tell you anything about the Orphée case.
Just a helping hand so I can launch my investigation in the right direction. That way we will not get our lines crossed. I don't want to impede your work in any way.
Forget it. It is baking in here, isn't it? You would not happen to have anything to drink, would you? Just one for the road. Full of promises and empty-handed, huh?
I do happen to have a little something for you. An amazing bottle of red wine. You cannot say no to that, officer. Don't you feel a little thirsty? Dr. Kaufner's office, please.
It's over there, right at the end of the hall. Make sure you don't get lost.
Come in.
Dr. Frank Kaufner?
What can I do for you, sir?
I'm Gustav McPherson. I've come here to ask you a few questions about the White case.
Tell me what you want to hear. So you are investigating the incident at the Hotel Orphée?
Yes, Doctor. Your professional opinion on the murders.
Did Inspector Lebrun send you, Mr. McPherson?
I'm a private eye.
A private detective? Then someone is showing an interest in the White's murder.
A person who wishes to remain anonymous is paying me to investigate.
We all have a reputation to protect.
Appearances can sometimes be deceptive, Dr. Kaufner. That's why I would like to clarify this situation by gathering as much information as possible.
I am at your disposal, Mr. McPherson. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about the scene of the crime? The police have released very few details.
The man who committed this murder, and I stress the fact that he is a man, is probably quite overwhelmed at the present time. This crime was committed under the influence of a sudden impulse, without premeditation. His act is now haunting him. He is not himself.
Is this the evidence found at the scene of the murder that will enable you to draw your conclusions?
Sequential repetition of habits. The cure for hysterical behavior is by elimination of the source of anguish. I am just a psychoanalyst, Mr. Macpherson. It is the job of the police to draw conclusions, not mine.
What do you make of the traces of purple powder found on the bedroom floor?
Very little. Probably a drug used by the murderer to ease the pain of his act. All that is symbolic, Mr. Macpherson. The murderer himself probably doesn't even know. Like all symbols, it is up to us to interpret them.
You are implying that the murderer is a victim too, Dr. Kaufner.
We are all victims of the secrets of our soul, Mr. Macpherson. This criminal is no exception. We are all victims of our past. And do you have a suspect, Mr. Macpherson?
I am on the same trail as the police, only I am surer of my hunch.
It has been a most pleasant conversation, but unfortunately, I cannot afford you more time, Mr. Macpherson. I hope I have satisfied your curiosity.
Sir?
The police have a suspect. I saw the inspector's report. What do you know about the man who spent the entire evening by the window?
That is certainly true. He was here on the night of the murder.
Until what time did the man stay?
Now let's see if I can remember. He arrived at around 8 p.m., took a seat by the window, and dashed off just before the storm broke, at around 11 p.m.
And he stayed there alone for the whole evening.
Now let me think. I saw him chatting for a while with Mallet.
Who is this Mallet?
Théo Mallet. Works at the Orphée. He's a lout.
And do you know where I might find this Mallet?
Mallet hangs out at the Alambic, a bistro in the 14th district. That is where he gambles away his wages.
Why is he a lowlife?
He likes to bet, and when you do, you have to pay your gambling debts. It's a vicious circle. Mallet is a bona fide con man.
Did you notice whether Mallet gave any money to this man?
No. It's the man who gave the money to Mallet. I remember, it was cash.
Did you see this man with the whites?
I have never seen the whites, under any circumstances. There's no way I would have noticed them with that man.
Did you see what direction he went when he left?
I don't know. You cannot see outside from in here. You'd better check at the Orphée. Petit, the receptionist, will probably know. He was on duty that night.
So these two men may have no connection to the Whites' murder.
Sorry, but this is your investigation, not mine. I can only tell you the facts, nothing more.
Could you give me a description of this mysterious character?
You could draw him? That's really neat. I'll give you a description right now. He was tall, very tall, heavy, black mustache, square-faced, and dreadful eyes. Threatening even. A tough guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
I'm sorry to disturb you, miss. Can you connect me to the post office, please? I'd like to send a telegram.
Right away, sir.
Poste et télégraphe, go ahead, please.
I'd like to send a telegram to New York, please. The addressee is one J. Wells of Pinkerton's National Detective Agency, number 57 Broadway. The message reads, "Need information on woman named Sophia Blake. Stop."
I've made a note of it. It will leave this morning. Done.
You again! Sir, I have nothing more to say to you.
And me who found the studio tiny. Hoping that his break did not...
Here we go again.
And make sure you do not drop it, young man.
Don't worry about it, Mr. Petit.
Oh.
This is really heavy. Talk about starting a new job on the wrong foot.
Ow. Ow.
Just one more step.
Oh.
And there we go. Whew.
It's a good thing I didn't have the Atlantic to cross. Mrs. Loiseau?
Ah, it's the detective. Welcome to my home, Inquisitor.
Who told you I was a detective, madame?
I am a seer. I simply see things others do not.
A clairvoyant? Really? What luck. So am I.
I can feel the suffering radiating from you.
Have you been the victim of visions, madam? Rather like me? Visions of murder? The White's murder.
Young man, your instinct spoke to you. You are an artist, are you not?
Artist, private detective, American, and a lot more besides. At your service, madam.
Do not deny the artist in you, young man. It is your instinct, your sixth sense. It is the key to your survival against an unsurmountable force, but you cannot even imagine the existence of. I shall be there to help you find the right path.
I will remember what you said. Who knows? One day I may even need your clairvoyance.
Well, should you have need of guidance, do not hesitate. Come back and see me. You are the detective, are you not?
Did you come into contact with the Whites? While they were alive, of course. If you saw them after that, it's your business.
I was only their next-door neighbor.
Can we talk about the night of the murder without using your clairvoyance?
I did speak to the police, young man, but they did not believe me.
What did you tell the police, madam?
Everything I told the police came to pass. Have you read the report? What did they say about it? That I am mad, is that it?
In concrete terms, could you tell me what you really saw that night?
A shadow has been cast upon them. I felt its presence.
Do you believe that evil was in the Whites' room, just like you and I are in here?
The Whites brought evil with them. Evil lurked inside them and devoured them from the inside out, until they were one with it.
This evil, madam, did it know the Whites? No doubt your visions can guide us.
Evil wormed its way into the Whites, slowly, relentlessly destroying their being.
Please, be more specific in your ramblings. Describe this evil to me. Tell me what it is like.
Be on your guard. Evil is temptation. It is man's primal sin.
Mrs. Loiseau, I cannot arrest a culprit based on your ravings about evil. Please be more specific.
My words cannot be understood, Mr. McPherson. They can only be felt. Come back later. I need to rest. Come back later. I need to rest. Come back later. I need to rest.
Ah, it is you again.
How is Mrs. Loiseau involved in this case? I really don't understand. Is she a witness? Is she a suspect? Can she be trusted?
Madame Loiseau may be a little eccentric, but she is our best client. She has been living in the Hotel Orphée for many years now.
Mrs. Loiseau would not be a bit, how shall I put it, nutty? Not many people would dare claim that they can sense evil. In any case, I certainly would not.
Nonsense and superstition! Any evil presence here is definitely human. People can be gruesome. Good. Well, if it's all right with you, I have a lot of work to do. Goodbye, sir. Ah, it is you again.
Thanks to you, I've been able to draw up a portrait of a potential suspect. It's not perfect, but I think that with this, we are onto something. Now all we have to do is show it to the police.
That crafty devil with the mustache. Then he is the culprit.
Just 1 minute, Mr. Petit. I never said this man was guilty. I don't even know his name.
With those killer's eyes, there can be no mistake. Good. Well, if it's all right with you, I have a lot of work to do. Goodbye, sir.
Sir?
Can you identify this man?
Yes, maybe. Yes, that's him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, cutie. We've not seen you in ages.
Berenice, what a surprise. Look, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you know a certain Théo Mallet?
No. But surely the owner does. You're lucky he's in right now. Your loan knows everyone you know.
You're as charming as ever. Thank you, Berenice.
Call me Bébé like everybody else. Right, I've got to run too, cutie. You know, work. See you soon, okay?
Yes, anyway, you know my address. Come up and see me sometime. Ciao.
Ciao!
Come on, let's see that hot hand of yours.
Queen and her 3 sisters.
Oh no, are you doing it on purpose or what? 3 of a kind. You beat my 3 aces. Right, I've had it. I'm off.
Ah, Hulot, you're not going now, are you? Not when I was about to relieve you of your car?
Don't start, Mallet. Do not think that you can get away with things just because you have settled your bar tab. Why, it is Macpherson. Hey, Macpherson, come over here.
Macpherson? Who is that?
Another American in Paris who is broke. Let me introduce you. Macpherson, let me introduce Théo Mallet.
Hi.
Right, I will leave you two. I have work to do.
Hi.
I get the feeling I've seen you before somewhere. Have you ever been to New York? Oh, no, Mac. I'm so absent-minded sometimes. The jacket. The Orphée. You're a doorman at the Orphée.
If you are interested in the suit, I will give you a good deal. As far as I'm concerned, it is ancient history.
I bet you know all the hotels' comings and goings. Its little secrets, its clientele.
You are looking for an informer who can fill you in on what is going on at the Orphée, right?
A few days ago, something happened at the Orphée. Something truly awful. As you probably know, an American couple was found dead there. Murdered. I am reliably informed you were on duty that night. You even had a drink in the cafe next door, the Nantes, with someone suspicious. Maybe even the murderer himself. Does that mean anything to you?
Find someone else. Frankly, I have nothing to say.
I have something to show you. Do you recognize this man? That's all very well, but how am I going to find that man now? He'll never come back to the Alembic.
I knew the Yanks were strange, but to talk to yourself out loud, and in French to boot?
Some are stranger than others.
See you soon.
MacPherson? Here again? You've got back your tit for life?
Hulot, you remember the guy who ran off the other night when I wanted to talk to him? Had you ever seen him in the Alembic before? That man is dangerous, Hulot. He's the prime suspect in this nasty murder business.
Should I know him? No. I do not know who it is. But he did not seem too keen on meeting you.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, Hulot, you were the last person to see Mallet before he disappeared the other night. You don't just run off like that for no reason. Believe me, Mallet has got something serious on his conscience. Maybe he's mixed up in this murder.
I will not say another word about Mallet, but I am sure of one thing. He is not a killer.
This time, Hulot, I think Mallet really has done something shady. Has he been back since that night?
MacPherson, you are wasting your time with Mallet. He has not been in the Alembic since... Anyway, I already told you he's a stand-up kind of guy. He paid me what he owed, and that is all I care about.
What do you know about my investigation, Albert?
Strangely, no one has said a word. Nobody cares, except your client, I imagine. The press has hardly mentioned it. Even the police have not really investigated with much conviction.
But that doesn't explain why Mallet ran off. There must be some reason. It can't be me, or he'd have run away as soon as I arrived.
Macpherson, leave Mallet alone. I saw his face when he ran out the back door. It was not guilt that made him run away. It was fear.
This murder has not hit the headlines. But you must know a bit more about it than you're letting on, Hulot. American tourists killed in their hotel room without so much as a clue? No papers, nothing? Have you got any leads?
All that I know comes from the papers, and that's all I want to know.
I don't mean to go on, but it was very strange of Mallet to run off like that. It really sets you thinking. In fact, I'm thinking about talking to the police about him. Him and his circle of friends.
The guy who ran off seemed much more guilty. Maybe it has something to do with politics. He had a foreign look about him, this chap with his mustache. Try finding him. As far as I am concerned, the matter is closed. Basta così.
I won't bother you any longer, Hulot. But make sure I can still reach you. I may need you sometime soon.
Goodbye, Macpherson. Be careful. Macpherson? Here again? You've got back your taste for life.
I won't bother you any longer, Hulot. But make sure I can still reach you. I may need you sometime soon.
Goodbye, Macpherson. Be careful.
It's not the room I'm interested in. Anyway, the door's locked. It's not the room I'm interested in. Anyway, the door's locked. Of course the door is locked, and the front desk clerk is hardly likely to open it for me. I must find a way to get in. It's not the room I'm interested in. Anyway, the door is locked. It's not the room I'm interested in. Anyway, the door is locked.
Macpherson? Here again? You've got back your tit for life?
Hulot, I have a small problem. There's this lock I've mislaid the key to. Would you know of a way I could open it without damaging anything?
That and a few sticks of dynamite should set you up for that bank job, right? Seriously, Mac, why would I be carrying all that stuff? Do I look like a hardware store?
Come on, Udo, don't be shy. Everyone knows that if somebody needs something, you're the man to ask. You've got contacts all over the place.
A little job. Do not worry, it is nothing risky. I know you are good at this kind of thing. This painting is a reproduction, and here is the real thing. Do you notice any differences?
I won't bother you any longer, Ulo. But make sure I can still reach you. I may need you sometime soon.
Goodbye, Macpherson. Be careful. Macpherson? Here again? You've got back your taste for life.
So there's the job done, quick as you like. Take your paintings back, Hulot. I've finished. Better check in case I've missed out any details. I won't bother you any longer, Hulot. But make sure I can still reach you. I may need you sometime soon.
Goodbye, Macpherson. Be careful.
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
Forgive me, miss. I seem to have misplaced the number. Thanks all the same.
If you want to talk to someone, you will need their number. Glad to be of service, sir. Goodbye.
Whew. Smells like ether, only stronger. And my head is spinning. engagement ring. How romantic. The engraving inside says, "To Faye with love." Who's Faye?
Great! The private eye returns.
I have some fabulous new information on the Orphée case. A portrait of the killer. Here, look.
My God, I do not believe it. Let me warn Inspector Lebrun immediately.
Do you recognize him? Wait, do you know who he is? You.
Eloin? Jacques Eloin? It's impossible.
Eloin. The name rings a bell. If only I could see that vision again. Control that vision. If only...
The inspector would like to see you immediately.
Come in, dear sir, come in. Mr. McPherson, I presume, would be private detective? I have no time to waste with snoops. What do you know about the White case?
I don't have time to waste either, Inspector. I've got some news on the White case.
I'm listening, McPherson. Go on, fire away.
I have a portrait of a suspect who may very well be the guilty party.
Where is this portrait from, McPherson?
What difference does it make where this portrait came from? I just want to know if this man has a record, if he's a known criminal.
Mr. McPherson, you did not answer. The drawing, where is it from?
Inspector, I'm sure your time is valuable. Why not just tell me who the man is in this portrait?
People like you who step out of line, McPherson, I lock him up. How does a short spell and a clink sound, huh?
The Slammer. No thanks, not on your life. I drew this portrait based on the descriptions of witnesses. He's the mysterious visitor.
And where did you find the witnesses, McPherson?
Taking statements is part of my work as a detective. Loosening tongues, looking in the right places, talking to the right people.
Interesting. Our work is very similar. There is just one problem, huh? You are interfering with our investigation, McPherson.
I am trying to help you, Inspector.
Okay, let's say I agree to work with you. What do you want to know?
The portrait. You say you know who it looks like. That means he's a known criminal. He has a record. Who is it?
Jacques Elouin. He is a private eye, an ex-cop. He lives in the 11th district, and he is in big trouble.
The White case. Why don't you give me more information? The public could help you, and you could use this portrait to officially issue a description of a wanted person.
You are very naive, Mr. McPherson. This man is incredibly dangerous. Our specialist, Dr. Kaufner, has informed us that the ritualistic nature of this murder could provoke severe psychosis in the mind of the public. Like in London at the turn of the century.
He's killed again? Who's dead?
Théo Mallet, the former doorman at the Orphée. Do you know him, Mr. McPherson?
Maybe it's just a coincidence. Mallet could have been killed for some other reason. From what I hear, he was no choir boy.
Mallet was decapitated, Mr. McPherson, like the Whites. He was an important witness in this case, one who did not have time to make a statement. His death means other witnesses are in danger, and that includes you, if I understand your role in this correctly. Now you have what you want. Make yourself scarce. I need to think. Goodbye, McPherson.
Locked, obviously. What else did I expect? Looks like there's nobody in there. I need to find a way to take a look around.
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
Forgive me, miss. I seem to have misplaced the number. Thanks all the same.
If you want to talk to someone, you will need their number. Glad to be of service, sir. Goodbye.
A letter of appointment. Signed Grégoire d'Alpin.
But who are you? What do you want?
I am a friend who has your son's best interests at heart, madame.
Liar! I do not believe you. Jacques is not a criminal. Get out! He's not here. Scram!
I'm looking for Elouin. I need to talk to him.
My son has disappeared. I don't know where he is. He's a good boy, you know. He would not hurt a fly.
Any idea where he may be hiding?
Hiding? I swear he's not here. Why would he hide? I've not seen him for several days. I have no idea where he is.
You're lying, Madame Elouin. Tell me where I can find your son. I mean him no harm. On the contrary, I need to talk to him.
You do not want to harm him. Can I trust you? Please understand, Elouin has not done anything. He's afraid, that's all. He's not hiding, but he needs help. My son is up there. Follow me. He's upstairs. Just go on up.
Double locked. With a safe like this, it's hopeless without a key. Right. Jacques Elouin, I'm arresting you for the murder of Regis and Ruby White.
I'm innocent. I may have led the murderer to the Eatons, but I did not kill them.
The Eatons? What are you talking about?
It's a long story, but this is what happened. It was after a rather tiresome case. A story of adultery that ended badly. The husband had hired me because his wife had supposedly run off with the money. She told quite another story, of course. I will spare you the details. I came home shattered. During my absence, a certain de Alpin had come by about some employees who had swindled him. I knew that de Alpin was a banker and that there would be plenty of money in it, but I was dead on my feet. So I told my mother to call him back and tell him to get lost. That's when she showed me the check. So, off I went again.
Those dirty kids, they roll around in the mud all day. And who scrubs? Old Muggins here. Who are you? Can't you see I'm not here? If it's for the poor, I gave at the office.
Lovely day, isn't it? Say, can you give me the Eaton's room number?
The Eatons? What do you want from the Eatons? Are you a friend of theirs? You don't look the sort they would associate with.
You're the janitor? My name is Jacques Eloin. I'm a friend of the family. They're not often in Paris, so I thought I would pay them a visit.
It really is too much. They spend a month here and wham! Suddenly all the Parisian riffraff turns up. Your Eatons are not here.
It's a shame they're not in. What time are they expected back? I really need to speak to them. What if I wait for them? Is that okay with you?
Wait for them? I've been waiting for 3 days now. They did not pay me for their room.
I'm sure we can figure something out for the room. Let me see it, and I'll pay the bill.
Are you trying to tell me how to do my janitor's job? Nobody's going up to that room while their belongings are still there. What kind of a pickle would I be in if they'd just gone away to the country for a week? These bloody rascals really want to drive me up the wall. I have a floor to scrub, so you with the mustache, clear off or I'll chuck you out on your ear. Little rascals, wait till I catch you! Hey! Not my flowers, my beautiful flowers! Wait! They're going to see what I'm made of.
Strange. Yeah. Oh dear, what a mess. Mrs. Evelyn, you've got some cleaning to do. A locked safe. They probably got the key with them. A boat ticket.
You were not announced, sir. I wasn't expecting you. How can I help you?
Hello, Doctor. Jacques Eloin, private detective. Sorry, I am out of business cards. You'll have to take my word for it. That way we'll both be in the same boat.
A private eye. I am sure you are well aware I am not at liberty to discuss one of my patients. Doctor-patient confidentiality.
Actually, I'm not interested in your patients, Doctor. On the other hand, you could be of great assistance.
Do you want a consultation, Mr. Elouin?
I found your business card at the home of someone who's not so innocent.
I have no control over who has one of my calling cards, Mr. Elouin. The proof? You yourself have one. And yet, I never gave it to you.
We're not just talking about reputations, Doctor. She stole from my client.
I know the nature of the misdeed committed by the Eatons, Mr. Elouin. It was I who introduced Gracie Eaton to your client.
Have you known my client Grégoire de Alpin for long?
Mr. de Alpin is an intimate friend. We are very close.
You do not happen to have a patient by the name of Gracie Eaton, Dr. Kaufner?
Gracie Eaton? Of course, Mr. Elouin. What do you want to know about Gracie Eaton?
Gracie Eaton is a little crazy, isn't she? You do treat the mentally ill, don't you?
Not all of my patients are ready for a straitjacket, Mr. Elouin. On the contrary, I care for all those with tormented souls. It's called therapy. One could classify Miss Eaton in this category.
Gracie Eaton has a brother, Paul Eaton, doesn't she? What do you know about him?
Paul Eaton. I suspect he engineered the whole thing. He's the one who brought Gracie to my office when she had her first attack. Thereafter, he remained in the background.
You know why I've been hired, and I won't hide the fact that I do not have any hard facts on the theft. Is there anything you can tell me?
You know enough to complete your investigation, Mr. Elouin. Listen, old chap. If you want to know where the Eatons are hiding, you have come to the wrong place. Yes, I introduced Gracie Eaton to the companions. Yes, she knew the Alpin. But as to how intimate they were, that is their business. All I can tell you is that if I knew where she and her brother were, you would not be here. So, do the job you are being paid to do, Mr. Elouin. Find the thieves, and let us get on with the rest. We each have our own role, do we not?
And the time he dressed up as an angel, and he did not have a string on his bow. Berenice.
Oh, sorry. Jacques Elouin. Perhaps you could help me.
Why not? Would you like a drink? Come on, don't be silly. I'm a modern girl. Come, have a seat. You've never been here. I would remember your face. I'm curious to know what brings you here.
Today must be my lucky day. In my job, I usually deal with punks, not cute dolls like you. I'm a detective. Do you happen to know a certain Paul Eaton?
The American? Paul Eaton? Yes, I know him. He's been filling our heads with his stories for the past month. He and the owner are mates.
Interesting story about Eaton. Is he on to something big? Did he give you any details? Mind you, With guys like him, you never know what to believe.
I'm fond of you, Snoop. You know how to go about things. I'm going to help you. Paul Eaton was in Paris for a contract. A scam that would make him rich. His wife was his accomplice. Then he got the jitters. He is hiding now. Hulot, the owner, definitely knows more. You'll have to see him about that. Only thing is, he's not too fond of private snoops.
Charming. Berenice, I can feel that, like me, you're dying to know where Paul Eaton and his wife are. What was Paul planning to do after his job? Any ideas?
The owner, Hulot, knows a thing or two. Paul only spoke English and he never mentioned any names. He could not have known much. It's not because you drink like a fish that you know more. It was his other half who pulled the strings.
Berenice, do you believe this bank heist story? Eaton must surely have been planning something. He could not have just given up like a complete idiot. It must be a diversion. It smacks of a wild goose chase.
Charming and smart, that PI. Only he has it wrong. It was not the banker's money the Eatons were after. It was a treasure he had hidden in his place. The woman took care of seducing him. Paul was there to pick the fruit when it was ripe. He was completely manipulated, that poor Paul.
That's all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion.
Ciao, Snoop. Good luck. You again? It seems like you enjoy hanging around here. At your service now that we're acquainted.
Well, that's a shame. I was really hoping to find him there. To be honest, I went to his place before coming to the Alembic and, like magic, they disappeared. So, I thought you might be able to help me.
We do not really know what Eaton is doing in Paris. In the beginning, he said he was with his sister, a student. After a few binges, his sister had become his wife, and they were both onto the scam of the century.
What about Paul? Does he come here often? You know, if he starts bugging you, it would give me more reasons to nail him.
You know, Jacques, that Eaton smells like trouble. One day, he turns up from God knows where with his little British accent. After a few drink sessions with Hulot, the owner, he loses his accent. After that, he shows up here practically every day, more American than ever. Then wham! No more news.
Berenice. Pretty name. Your knight in shining armor left you alone in such a place? That's hardly wise.
I'm old enough to look after myself, but thanks for the thought.
The owner, Hulot, is also your friend. Would you be kind enough to introduce us?
The owner's not here. He's just driven off. Actually, I think he had a rendezvous with Eaton.
Damn it, this is too much. I'm always one step behind. This time, I'll catch them before they slip away again.
It is simple, Jacques. The owner went dashing off. He mentioned a restaurant, getting back late. How would I know?
A restaurant. How fitting. A restaurant. How fitting. I was planning on inviting you. But a restaurant in Paris, it's like looking for a needle in the haystack. Any idea which one?
And why would I know? Eaton talked about going out to a chic restaurant with his wife, but he did not even know which one. It was Hulot who scribbled down the address before leaving.
That's all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion.
Ciao, Snoop. Good luck.
Good evening, sir. Are you expected?
Mr. Dumoulin, I respect your position and the necessity of discretion. However, Mr. d'Alpin and Gracie Eaton saw each other more often than they let on. They even had a favorite restaurant they went to. Can you give me the name?
It would be preferable if you asked Mr. d'Alpin that in person, when he is available.
Mr. Dumoulin, time's of the essence. The integrity of your brotherhood is at stake. I must find the Eatons before there's a scandal.
It is a famous restaurant, chez Alexandre, in the 8th district. Is there a menace looming? I'm sorry, sir. Even if I really wanted to, I am not allowed to divulge any information.
Hulot is implicated in this affair? But how?
Who knows? He's a fence, is he not?
I brought you a little snack.
Thank you. I'll just put it there. We'll help ourselves. Okay, where was I? Yes, the restaurant.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Chez Alexandre. Do you have a reservation?
I'm here to see some friends. 2 Americans, a couple. The Eatons. I hope I haven't missed them.
I do not see any reservation under that name. Maybe they have reserved a table in another establishment.
I'm sorry to insist, but I'm sure this couple knows your restaurant. A man and a woman. Americans. The woman has been here. Quite a looker. Goes by the name of Gracie Eaton.
Now that you mention it, I think she came here. And she was with some guy or other. They even had a rather colorful exchange in English, and it was not all sweet nothings, I can tell you. But it's not the name you gave me. No, it was White, not Eaton.
Well, if that's all you have, the Whites will have to do. Do you know where I can find them? I hope they're not too far away. This is becoming quite urgent.
Are you sure these are the Americans you're looking for? You know, Paris is crawling with Americans. If it's of any help to you, I remember this particular couple put their bill onto an account at the Hotel Orphée in the 8th district. An establishment undoubtedly all too respectable for them. I seem to remember that the lady has already been here with Mr. d'Alpin. Sometimes appearances can be misleading, you know? Like the gentleman who joined them. Well-dressed, a beautiful car, very, very high class. But he could have been a hoodlum too, for all I know. It's hard to know who you can trust, huh?
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Hotel Orphée. How may I help you?
White. I've come to see the Whites. Which room might I find them in?
We do not give out such information, sir. Not without the prior agreement of our clients.
Come on. It's not as if I'm asking for the moon. I just want to know if the Whites are guests at your hotel.
I'm sorry, sir. I will not answer any questions regarding the Orphée's guests.
I had you going there for a minute. The Whites really are guests at your hotel.
Why? I never. I strongly advise you to leave this establishment before I call the authorities.
Hey, and while we're at it, any chance I can get their room number as well?
That is enough. I refuse to talk to you any further.
You're not the first guard dog I have encountered, but you're certainly the toughest. I'll let you think about it. Do not worry, though. I'll be back soon.
It is better that way, sir.
Okay, what do I do now? Now what?
If you want any leads about the whites, wait for me at the Nazi. I will give you some.
This case is really beginning to get on my nerves.
Sit down. What do you want with the whites?
You look like someone who might be able to slip me some info about the whites.
We will see. How much will you pay?
Do not worry, it's my client who pays.
Ah, someone who gets things quickly. We're going to get along just fine. Now what do you want to know?
The whites. Do you know who I'm talking about? Well, there are a couple. What's Mrs. White like? Is she hot?
Yes. A tall guy and a beautiful dame, both of them Americans. They're definitely a couple. Slept in the same bed, bathed in the same tub.
How long have they been at the hotel?
They've only been in the hotel for 3 days. Since they never leave their room, it does not take much to figure out what they are up to in there. No, they have never set foot here before.
Have the whites had any visitors since their arrival?
Solitary types. If you ask me, they are not tourists. They hardly ever came out of their hole. They put everything on the hotel bill. Meals, clothes, alcohol. The room has been booked for a good month. The man went out a couple of times at night.
Ha! Never a dull moment, those whites. Always leading the good life. That being said, I do not envy them. Cash can go to your head sometimes.
You can tell right away the whites are not very classy people. No manners. They think they can get away with murder.
Will you give me their room number? I'm gonna pay them a little visit.
Room 507, but you are out of luck. They're not there. Must have kissed and made up. The dame has dyed her hair red. Look, I've got other things to do, you know. It's not like your money is going to a life of leisure. You ought to hire a private eye.
Mr. de Alpin, your birds have returned. Even so, I would like to take a quick look. Room 507. Just a quick look. That's when I saw the most amazing thing in my life. I do not know if it was the smoke that blurred my vision, but one thing is for sure. That creature was not trying to keep them warm. And the damn creature saw me. I have fought in the war, you know, but I've never seen the likes of that. When his eyes stared at me, I ran. Yes, I fled like a little kid. There must have been something in the air because I fainted right after that. I came around later, near the Alembic. That's where you saw me. Mom? Is that you?
Ah, no. Jacques Alouin. I am arresting you for the double murder of the Whites.
Believe me, I'm not the culprit. Speak to my mother. She'll give you the proof.
Well, thank you for your help.
What?
Yes, I had you followed, and you led us straight to the culprit.
No. Something is off. I've been tricked like a sucker. But by who?
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
I'm sorry to disturb you, miss. Can you connect me to the Élysée 1528? I want to speak to Sophia Blake.
Right away, sir. Sophia Blake, who's speaking?
Miss Blake? This is Gus McPherson. Can we meet? I'd like to clarify a few points with you.
Meet me in an hour at the restaurant Chez Alexandre. We can talk there.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Chez Alexandre. Can I do anything for you, sir?
A table has been booked under the name of Blake, Sophia Blake. I'm here to meet up with the lady. My name is Gus McPherson.
This way, please, sir. Miss Blake is waiting for you.
If you want to see me, Mr. McPherson, I imagine it's because you've made some headway.
Actually, several new occurrences have come to light. Occurrences that require an explanation from you, Miss Blake.
I don't understand, Mr. McPherson. What do you mean?
What I have learned totally contradicts what you said about the Whites. Who were they really?
Ruby White was my younger sister, and Regis White was her husband. I already told you, Mr. McPherson.
There is one small detail in all this that you failed to mention. The head of Baphomet. Does that mean anything to you, Miss Blake?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. McPherson. Should I?
I do not like to be taken for a fool, Miss Blake.
All right. I admit that I wasn't totally honest with you. What do you want to know?
Who, in your opinion, killed the Whites?
The Whites were criminals, Mr. McPherson. They made a foolish mistake. They're dead. Aside from their own carelessness, it can only be because of the man who is behind all of this, Grégoire de Alpin.
Then you recognize the existence of this man, Grégoire d'Alpin. Who is he really?
A madman, blinded by an obsession to possess a supposedly valuable relic. The head of Baphomet. By stealing it, he destroyed my life. D'Alpin led my husband to his death, my family to ruin.
Do you think the killer will strike again?
He would do anything to achieve his aim, Mr. McPherson. Everyone who has crossed his path is in danger. The man is insane. He'll kill again. You must understand that you are the only one who can stop him. We have to put an end to this madness. The object must be found before other heads roll.
Ruby and Regis White never existed. Not as you described them anyway. Who were they really?
I don't have a sister, Mr. McPherson. Ruby White's real name was Faye Johnson, and Jerome Johnson was her real husband. I hired them, a terrible mistake on my part, but I'm not responsible for their death.
What were they doing in Paris? I want the truth, Miss Blake.
They were supposed to retrieve the object that was stolen from me. Everything was planned in minute detail. They failed. Their death is a regrettable accident.
Why so many identities?
They were professional con artists, Mr. McPherson. As soon as they occupied their room at the Hotel Orphée, they became the Whites, a rich couple on vacation. It was also the signal that they had pulled it off. I was supposed to take delivery of the merchandise. Unfortunately, they were killed in the meantime.
In the course of my investigations, I was told about a much coveted object, the head of Baphomet. Does that mean anything to you?
The object has been in my husband's family for generations, Mr. McPherson. I didn't lie to you. Grégoire de Alpin stole it from us. My husband, already weak from his illness, died of sorrow. I now want to retrieve what is rightfully mine and avenge the memory of the man I loved.
Go and tell the police what you have told me. Inspector Lebrun will be glad to help you. He'll understand, I'm sure.
You still haven't understood. The police do not want a part of this. De Alpin has the Paris police in his pocket, Mr. McPherson. Paris is just a puppet on his string.
What exactly is the importance of this object, this head of Baphomet? And why is de Alpin so anxious to get hold of it?
I don't really know. My husband was very secretive about the value of the head of Baphomet. As for me, I simply want to retrieve what is rightfully mine. But de Alpin and his lot venerate the relic, surround it with many legends. Legends of immortality. As you grow old, these legends suddenly become a source of hope, a source of life and death.
That is a tragic story, Miss Blake. Why didn't you tell me the truth from the outset?
I was alone in Paris, confronted by a fearless enemy. I had to act quickly and discreetly. If you had refused to help me, Mr. McPherson, I would have had no one else. I didn't want to be dishonest with you.
I agreed to work for you. I'll see the job through.
You see, we can reach an agreement, Mr. McPherson.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Hotel Orphée. My name is Isidore Petit. What can I do for you?
When the Whites returned on the night of their death, did you notice if a car dropped them off? A smart car. I don't remember the make.
Who knows? I was here at the desk. Mallet was taking care of the door. Actually, he saw to all the doors. He was a doorman. One good reason why all the locks throughout the establishment ought to be changed. Mallet is no longer with us, and nobody knows what he has done with the master key. Good. Well, if it's all right with you, I have a lot of work to do. Goodbye, sir.
Sir?
The man you identified is called Helouin, Jacques Helouin. Can you confirm your statement?
Helouin? That's a funny name. And a private eye to boot. Now, I'm surprised. Quite a turnaround, isn't it? That is definitely why he came in here, no mistake. As for what happened to him afterwards, I have no way of knowing.
Did Mallet join him, or was it the other way around?
Yes, I remember now. He and Mallet had a quick chat, and it was definitely Mallet who met up with him. The man arrived a few moments before Mallet did.
What do you remember of their conversation?
I didn't hear anything. They spoke in low voices as if they were planning something. As for anything changing hands, I maintain that your man, Eloin, didn't get a thing. He's the one who gave money to Mallet.
Mallet is dead.
Mallet is dead? That's awful. It's starting to be an epidemic. I can kiss the money the little scoundrel owed me goodbye. Never mind. May he rest in peace.
Did he owe you money?
Mallet has always been in debt. On the night of the murder, he slipped off without coming to see me. If he had any money on him, he hung on to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must get past these alleys. If anyone lays their hands on me, I certainly don't want to find myself in a cell. patient with initials G.E. Gracie Eaton? If she was a patient here, that means Helouin is telling the truth. Helouin's notes. They contain all the information he found during his investigation. The egg, symbol of immortality, according to Mrs. Loiseau. Strange, I don't remember Helouin mentioning it. At the heart of the egg, the secret of the soul. A wax cylinder with the cycle of the phoenix by F. Kaufner written on it. All we need now is a phonograph.
You are the detective, are you not?
With the arrest of Helouin, this case has taken a different turn. and I'm the only one who can save him from the guillotine. I have to shed light on 2 investigations at the same time.
It is time to decide who you trust, Mr. McPherson. I'm as eager as you to see the end of this nightmare.
You associate with the Parisian upper crust, Mrs. Loiseau. Can you tell me about Grégoire d'Alpin?
Grégoire de Alpin is an extremely rich banker in Paris, the heir of an old family.
You're telling me stuff that everybody knows, Mrs. Loiseau. Give me something paranormal, something occult.
De Alpin is a powerful man. He works in the shadows, fascinated by the Middle Ages. He is the founder of the Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross. Will that be enough, Mr. McPherson?
You probably know the Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross.
An occult brotherhood. Beware. Its members are highly influential in every sector of Parisian life. That is what makes them so dangerous. Contrary to what they'd have you believe, their occult knowledge is rather limited.
So none of its members can aspire to true illumination, such as you attained, Mrs. Loiseau.
A brotherhood of puppets, manipulated by their supreme brother.
Did I realize how great an impact this man would have on me, on my career, on my own existence? His soul has passed from body to body down through the centuries. The cycle of the phoenix. He is the phoenix, risen from the ashes. He has confided in me the secret of his power, of his riches, the head of Baphomet. I am very familiar with the myth. The Companion's library featured more than one legend on the subject. Grégoire d'Alpin claims to have been in possession of the head since the Middle Ages. He acquired it on behalf of the Knights Templar and kept it after their dissolution. They dare to call my manifesto a scientific fairy tale. They think they're the leading experts in psychoanalysis. Vienna. I will prove my theory to them. I will prove that Grégoire d'Alpin is immortal. Slowly but surely, my role in d'Alpin's existence has grown in importance. Using hypnosis, I have managed to impose my will upon him, all the while espousing his ambitions. I shall be his successor as the head of the Companions. His power, his riches, the Baphomet, it will all be mine. I shall be his heir. The time has come. This evening, d'Alpin wishes to see me at his manor. Gracie Eaton, his Adeline, will be there. Tonight, I shall become the greatest. Neither Vienna nor d'Alpin can stop me now. The old fool is convinced that I'm ready to receive his soul.
ready to receive his riches, more like. And the influence that comes with them, then Vienna shall pay for its insolence.
Mac, you disappear for ages, then turn up without warning. You must be after something.
Bebe, those beautiful eyes of yours surely saw a beautiful stranger, especially an American. Do you remember a guy at the Alembic going by the name of Paul Eaton?
It's funny you mention it. Another detective came and asked me the same thing a few days ago. Good-looking bloke, that PI. Nice mustache. Yes, I remember Eaton. He was hanging out with the Alembic crowd last month.
Berenice, I think I'd better warn you. This Paul Eaton is mixed up in some dirty business. I just hope the boss, Albert, did not trust Eaton too much.
Paul and old man Hulot? Of course they know each other. They even got really chummy.
Berenice, it is vital you tell me everything you know about Paul Eaton. And I warn you, everything he has told you is probably lies. I think his name is also a fake.
He was not very chatty, Polly boy. I must say, he did not speak French very well. All I got was that he was in Paris with his sister, who I never saw. He hinted once or twice that they were onto something big. Loads of cash, easy work. You know, Mac, now that I think of it, Paul Eaton was definitely the dodgy type.
Have you seen anything of Paul Eaton since?
No point getting all jealous, Mac. You're the only American in my heart. I've not seen Eaton here again. And as for Albert, the owner, I have no idea. I suspect Paul pulled off the scam of the century and fled to Borneo.
Hulot, the boss? Is he there? Maybe he noticed some things that you missed, Bebe. You know, you might have been too busy staring at that tall, dark American to notice anything peculiar about him.
Albert is not here. I was supposed to meet him here this morning, but he's not come by today. You know, Mac, Albert Hulot has not changed. He's as weird as ever. If I see him, I will tell him you're looking for him.
Berenice, do you remember the other night before you came round to my place? I had some complications. That guy who got away from me. Well, I caught up with him, but I need to know if you have seen him here before. Eloin. Jacques Eloin.
Yes, well, I think it was the same. He came asking questions a few days ago. I don't know.
Berenice, I'm just asking you to be careful. This business is complicated and more dangerous than it seems. Anyway, I'm off. See you soon.
Ciao, Mac. Take care. Mac, I'm gonna start thinking you can't do without me. Did I forget something at your place?
Berenice, I'm just asking you to be careful. This business is complicated and more dangerous than it seems. Anyway, I'm off. See you soon.
Ciao, Mac. Take care.
Strange front door. An improved version of all the other locks I've come across so far. A real alchemy kit. All these flasks contain powders. What on earth does he do with them all?
But he couldn't stop me from joining the Templars. I have to try to cleanse myself of their sin of the flesh. Because of him and my mother, my soul may already be condemned to hell. Only the balm of the Templars' faith can rid it of the mortal sin engraved upon it. On October 9th, Saint Denis Day, I finally discovered the traces of the head. Blessed by Saint Denis, he who smiles down on me in all his beatitude to help me leave my soul. Yes, Saint Denis is smiling on me. The head purifies me. As God is my witness, I, Simon le Bel, in this year of our Lord, 1305, shall enter the body of Pierre le Bel de Clemency tomorrow, June 24th, and shall retrieve what is mine by divine right. In this new body, purified of my soul and of my parents' carnal sin, death will no longer hold any mystery for me. The head of Baphomet has finally revealed all of its secrets. Victory! I would shout this divine miracle from the rooftops if I did not fear the unbelievers and their stake. I am in a new, younger, stronger body, and it is God's will. How else can I explain Adeline's appearance at my bedside? Blessed and cursed. God gave me a new body, but Adeline, my angel, who took care of this new body, is forbidden to me. It would seem she is the daughter of that idiot, Pierre. That's to say, my own daughter at present. I am weary of this existence. What is the point of living for centuries if I can never again glimpse the smile of my beloved Adeline? Ah, Adeline, you who are forbidden to me, will I ever see your sweet face again? I would gladly exchange these solitary centuries to see your face, your eyes, once more. She has returned. She is once more of this world, and so close to me. She visited Kaufner today. It really was her. That excellent doctor of the mind confirmed it. It is her, and this time she will be mine for the rest of my life.
Well, Miss Blake, it would seem you did not tell me everything. Right, that's all I needed. Blake's been abducted and the kidnapper takes himself for a Dialpe. And naturally he wants the head in exchange. As if I knew where it was.
If I can be of any assistance, sir?
Yes,
Visitors are not admitted, sir. Would you kindly leave?
You are mistaken. I'm not just any old visitor. I've come to make inquiries. Inquiries about the occult.
Visitors are not admitted, sir. Would you kindly leave?
The knowledge stored here would be impossible to find anywhere else. Even the Sorbonne is but a pale shadow of your great learning.
Our library contains knowledge and secrets that cannot even be found at the Sorbonne. The Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross are the most erudite people in the Western world.
Does your sealed-off library include books on magic, Kabbalah, divination, tarot, lost civilizations, Mu, Hyperborea, Atlantis, the Holy Grail, and alchemy?
Sir, one must not joke with the occult arts. Alchemy, the great work.
How does one attain this great work? Must one first become a Supreme Brother before contemplating all of its power? Like your SBGDA? Your alchemist?
The great Ouroboros has spoken, sir. GDA is no more. The SBK is our supreme leader now.
You mean to say D'Alpin is no longer your Supreme Brother? Had his term of office ended, or was he deposed?
We are not in the Middle Ages now, sir. It is simply an inheritance by due succession.
What does the future hold for a former SB once he has stood down? What became of GDA?
GDA is the supreme light. His wisdom becomes accessible to all consciences. The great work has been done.
Could you be more explicit, Mr. Dumoulin? If what you say regarding your GDA means that he is no longer among us, that he is dead, then, my friend, you will have the courts to answer to.
Glory to the SBK.
You seem to know a little too much, Dumoulin. Be careful with your threats. I'm not here to bother you. I already have a suspect for these crimes. But from what you have told me, I could easily have you charged with being an accessory. At the very worst, you might be sent to the nut house.
What would the police do, eh? What would it gain? They will have to wait a long time for an order from the police chief. Leave before things get worse for you. What have you done?
Right. He won't be in my way anymore. These books are in Greek, Latin, other languages people no longer speak, myself included. These books are in Greek, Latin, other languages people no longer speak, myself included.
Macpherson. Max, something awful's happened. Hulot is dead. He's been murdered.
I'm not sure I've grasped the magnitude of this business. But one thing's for sure. You are not safe, Berenice. Be careful. I'll do everything in my power to put a stop to these crimes. Everything.
Find the killer for me, Mac. I will manage on my own. Mac, I don't know what to think anymore, Mac.
Hulot dead, and the soul of the Alembic gone with him. We've all lost a great friend, Berenice. Keep your chin up, baby. Don't let them get you down. You're still the Alembic.
Hulot started from nothing. He worked as a construction worker on the metro before becoming a very important patron of the arts. You know, a big shot.
Hulot never did anything for nothing. If he did you a favor, you knew you would have to pay him back one way or another. He was a man of many resources. Money, tip-offs, favors. He always knew where to get them.
Mac, all that was Hulot, a real hub of the Parisian art scene. The paint never dried under his feet. There was something to suit everybody's taste.
But Berenice, doing those little favors could have sometimes made crooks out of us. Everyone knew Albert was a fence.
Hulot saw himself as the Robin Hood of the art world. He got money out of the rich for the art of the poor. He may have been a fence, but he had ideas.
Berenice, relationships like that only bring trouble, either with fences or with the police.
Of course, Mac. I worked for Hulot. We all have to live, you know. And sculpture doesn't exactly pay a girl's rent.
You say you've copied works of art for Hulot? Has he commissioned any work recently?
Strangely enough, yes. The day you came to the Alembic, the first time, I gave him a copy of a grotesque bust.
My God. Berenice, the bust. The bust you sculpted for Hulot. Did it look like what you see in the sketch?
It is exactly the same. Hulot asked me to make a copy. I gave it to him the night you came. Mac, I'm scared. What's going on?
It's awful. I have to find this head before there are any more deaths. Even your life is at risk, Berenice. The killer is after this head. Don't you see, baby? I have to find out how Hulot got his hands on this accursed object.
I have no idea who gave the head to Hulot. I made a copy, that's all.
I feel as bad as you do, Berenice. Anyone who comes to the Alembic will be grieving. The place will be a shrine to him. Everyone who comes in will be reminded of Albert Hulot. So many stories.
You know how much Hulot loved his entourage. Everybody had a chance. The Alembic was his masterpiece. Take this fresco, for example. You know how many artists contributed? Hulot would ask them to paint a bit, sometimes just a brushstroke. Over the years, it became his treasure.
It's true. That fresco is rather special. Did he tell you what it is meant to represent?
He used to sit and stare at the fresco at night. Honestly, Mac, it kept the secrets of his soul.
Berenice, we have to get to the bottom of this before everyone else dies. Do you know who is heading the inquiry?
Inspector Lebrun, always spotless, the perfect bourgeois. They're putting on an act in an attempt to hoodwink us. In fact, Mac, they haven't got anything to go on. Hulot, you, me, Elouin, for them we're all nobodies. It's up to us to unravel this.
Berenice, Hulot is dead. We have to be careful too. Was it the police who told you? They have a suspect. They're already holding Halloween.
The pigs? They're all the same. The investigation is taking its course, miss. Like hell. Everything I know I got from my contacts.
It's awful. Hulot was not supposed to die. He could not die. He was the last person to see the whites alive. The police. Did the police tell you how it happened?
I don't know how to describe it. It is so sordid. His head, Mac, his head was cut off. His body was hanging on the front of the car, and his head was sitting on the hood like a figurehead. Worst of all, in his mouth. The police found a coin in his mouth.
My God, Berenice. Why him? Why Hulot? When did this happen? And you, Bebe, are you okay?
The cops discovered his body at sunrise, but he may have been dead for a couple of days. I have no idea. No idea.
I'm not sure I've grasped the magnitude of this business. But one thing's for sure. You are not safe, Berenice. Be careful. I'll do everything in my power to put a stop to these crimes. Everything.
Find the killer for me, Mac. I will manage on my own.
Hulot, what was the secret you had hidden right under our noses all the time? Hulot, what was the secret you had hidden right under our noses all the time? Hulot, what was the secret you had hidden right under our noses all the time? Hulot, what was the secret you had hidden right under our noses all the time?
Mac. I don't know what to think anymore, Mac.
Berenice, there it is. You recognize your own handiwork? The heads of Baphomet, exact copies. Not even my expert eye can distinguish between the original and the fake.
Mac, what you see here is my life's work. It is really perfect. It is good work.
I'm not sure I've grasped the magnitude of this business. But one thing's for sure. You are not safe, Berenice. Be careful. I'll do everything in my power to put a stop to these crimes. Everything.
Find the killer for me, Mac. I will manage on my own.
Mr. Macpherson, did you know that in tarot, the hanged man is not put to death, but confronted by his destiny instead? Arriving at his journey's end, he is able to see his life again from a new angle. Sometimes, a man thinks of certain events again and discovers that he was tricked, betrayed.
McPherson! Help me, Gustave! Don't let him! He's insane!
This painful blow, this moment when our convictions, our beliefs, our passions are shattered. When you discover your life has been nothing but lies, trickery.
McPherson! Help me down! He'll kill me! He'll kill you! Like he killed all the others! He killed them all! That Kaufner, he killed them!
Judged! All guilty of having tricked me, betrayed me, stolen from me. Just as you did Blake. And just as she tricked and betrayed you too, Mr. Macpherson. The Baphomet is mine! It has been mine for centuries! It is my immortality! Give me back the head, Macpherson, or she will be sentenced before the tribunal of God!
You've lost your mind, Kaufner. You've been exposed. You are the killer. You're a monster.
I am the sole judge of my actions.
But this object has no power, Kaufner. Not this object, not any object. There's never been any such magic. Trying to prove the contrary has made you lose your mind.
Ah! Become my successor, Macpherson. I will initiate you into the power of Baphomet.
The Baphomet has wrecked your life, just as I will in turn wreck the Baphomet.
Hey! Don't forget me!
No. You'll get my bill within the next few days. And the police should be turning up any moment.
What happened to Kaufner?
What do you think? The cops carted him off, and he's rotting in jail now.
What some people will do for power.
Yes, some people would do anything for power and money, but not us.
Bien, pues hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy. Espero que les haya gustado, que les haya sido útil, interesante. Y antes de terminar, vamos a hacer un pequeño recorrido por todos los canales creados por EBM Informática. Y así, si alguna temática de alguno de ellos les interesa, pues pueden acceder a ellos fácilmente. Bien, el primero y el canal más grande es el canal de EBM Informática, donde tenemos tutoriales de todo tipo de actividades del mundo de la informática. Tenemos cursos completos como de Word, Excel, Access, Photoshop, trucos y diversas explicaciones de aplicaciones normalmente de PC que les pueden ser muy interesantes. Y luego tenemos el canal de Brumas del Pasado, donde lo dedicamos a temas culturales. Por ejemplo, nos especializamos en vídeos de biografías de ficción, donde elegimos personajes ficticios y hacemos una cronología, una biografía, una vida y hechos como si hubiera existido realmente, y elegimos personajes de películas, series de televisión, de cómics, de videojuegos y de libros. También tenemos la sección de lugares ficticios, que es parecida a la anterior, pero cogiendo pues esos lugares que no han existido, y otra que sería la de biografías reales. Aparte tenemos secciones como secretos de la historia, una sección dedicada a los pioneros del cine que la llamamos en blanco y negro, y otra sección que se llama pequeña gran pantalla, que nos centramos más en el cine de hoy en día, rankings también de series de televisión, etcétera. Entonces, un canal muy completo donde van a encontrar diversos contenidos culturales muy interesantes. Para finalizar, tenemos el canal Just Surrender, donde tenemos curiosidades de videojuegos, historias de videojuegos y gameplays o walkthroughs, soluciones completas en un solo vídeo de algunos de videojuegos que más me gustan, sobre todo del tema de aventura gráfica. Pues muy bien, muchas gracias y hasta el próximo vídeo.